crime matters to the police, employer, institutions or supervisors, or such character. Take note keenly that nothing is more fulfilling than a time like this, when members gather in the inauguration AGM to witness and grant more approval for a greater advancement of the vision and mission of this great organization, by which criminologists in this country will get to a safe haven where professionals will no longer be viewed as very wanted or having no structure or means of accreditation and job security, as we serve the nation in our deserved capacity. This establishment of PISAC has undoubtedly placed its members among other esteemed professionals where our voice and reasons for influencing all level decision making on matters security, safety, and behavioral reform will be under our purview, unlike in the past where any such matters was presented by anybody from other professions. At times, to our greater frustrations, when we sat at a distance listening and observing other competitively advantaged individuals make inaccurate and uninformed contribution towards our profession because we had no enabling factor to be included in such forum, with the consequences of us suffering the disadvantage. For instance, we let non-criminology practitioners decide our own training essentials without a professional body to interrogate or review the same. With PISAC in place, this will be a thing of the past, and our performance, patriotism, self-regulation, and the culture of having the safety of every citizen under our care as a core business will be a testimony that will speak for itself. PISAC philosophy. PISAC is a duly registered and recognized non-political, non-profit making organization whose members are generally in pursuit of scholarly and professional knowledge concerning the measurement, geology, consequences, detection, prevention, control, treatment of crime, including the victim of these vices, by providing networking opportunities through which members could exchange ideas, knowledge, methods, advice, education, and working assignments using scientific as well as the cultural and traditional techniques to forge ahead professional linkage and to promote the welfare of all members of the association on the principle of equity, fairness, justice, peace, security, good governance of the association. A brief history of PISAC. It is against the above background that the PISAC leadership engaged the Mission Africa Executive Director with a view to exploring a possibility of actualizing the level of forum that we are witnessing today. Our talk began way back in 2016, and we had our first physical meeting with PISAC CEO and patron Reverend Dr. William John Paul Bale, and retired Chief Inspector Brian Swan. To this point, the PISAC founding team felt honored in appointing Reverend Bale as its founding international patron. The body further held its first inauguration working meeting in February 2019 at Olesereni to fast-track much of its originating activities. The association has already paid courtesy visit to the head of key government security agencies, including the former and the current IG, DCI, and the Nairobi County Police Command. These engagements are pre-scheduled to materialize and be extended to private security players in an endeavor to cultivate mutual partnership in order to advocate for facing down crime affairs. Following its establishment, PISAC committed itself to the following driving forces. Vision: be a global leader in the promotion of professionalism among its criminologists. Mission: to be a global professional body of criminologists existing to promote effective and efficient professional services in crime prevention, detection, investigation, as well as law enforcement custody, and rehabilitation of offenders, among other services towards our fellow men, community, and country. Core value: independence, transparency, integrity, leadership, and responsibility. Motto: crime must fall. Hashtag. PSAC Board of Directors are made of executive board, which actually include chairperson, vice chairperson, honorable secretary, and honorable treasurer. And the 5 PSAC directors in general, in charge of the following 5 directorates: strategic communication, PR, and outreach, training, research, and publication, event and security, recruitment, competency assessment and certification, project and stakeholders liaison, finance outreach. PSAC has established a major organ called Outreach Regional Chapter and Goodwill Ambassador, under which there are 3 vital arms, namely PSAC Youth Envoys, that's the PYE, the Life Skill and Safety Clubs, which are to be established in institutions of learning, particularly majorly in high schools, through which the young people in school will be equipped with life safety and security skills, through which they will be able to resist radicalization, felonies, and self-harm stemming from drug and substance abuse or suicide, or even sexual offenses. We have already visited Pioneer School, and next year PSAC will be launching 3 clubs at the moment, such schools waiting for unreserved. The third arm in the PSAC is resource mobilization and corporate social responsibility. The main advantage of the charitable arm of the organization is to pursue its core mandate without being bogged down by the fundraising activities which are undertaken by elders with special link to cooperate with their substantial corporate social responsibility. Through this, PSAC will be able to mobilize funds by which the association can give back to the deserved community members to build a stable society. PSAC believes that a motivated community will not indulge in criminal activity, but will instead be productive and innovative. In this regard, we wish to appreciate the effort of our legal counsel and member, Honorable Kitabwe Manyara, for assisting in drawing the trust deed for this very vital arm. This is a true demonstration of service above self. We urge members to embrace the art of appreciating such voluntary effort, for this is a culture PSAC is cultivating. You may also appall, if you will, if you are actually following the speech. PSAC has made collaboration with organizations with like philosophies such as Winter Alpha, the LOSEP Foundation, in order to build special capability for promoting education of the youth and empowerment of communities. Such activities are the like of accepting rite of passage for those joining high school to equip with life, safety, and security skills. Following its registration, PSAC has this year participated in various events such as the very recent Regional Security Conference and Exhibition, Secure Expo, held at Visual Center, Nairobi, where members of the executive board had taken part in planning. PSAC awarded all members who attended with a certificate in recognition of the significance of the event. We also thank the course team under Mr. Reishi, Arun, and Injit Sain for their successful participation in Mashujaa Day on 20th October 2019. Soon an office of PSAC will be launched there. The objective for which the association is established are as follows. 1. Assessment of competency and certification of PSAC members to PSAC full individual membership. In conjunction with recognized institutions such as TVET, CDSCC, National Qualifications Authority, Criminology and Security Studies accredited colleges, among other leading to conferment of registered criminologists, qualification contents as are crime. The development of professional competency of PSAC members through the continuing professional development program. Third one, to encourage research and inquiry on the culture, causes, treatment, or punishment of criminal behavior, and how criminal justice agencies respond to crime, criminals, and victims. Fourth one, to promote, to contribute to the broader transformation of society through equity and endorsement of values enriched in the Kenya Constitution. The fifth, to perform such other functions as may be necessary for promoting the objective from which the association is established. Future status of the PSAC. The question here is, where do we wish to take PSAC? What is its future in this country and beyond? This association has since been steered to harness adequate issues on national security matters from all available academic and non-academic avenues with a view of being helpful in curbing all manner of security challenges in the country via criminological discourse. PSAC is fast gaining attraction as a powerful criminology-based body with gallant members in its rank and file. However, it is not what that circumstances have restored the need to establish PSAC. Given that universities and governmental agencies in Kenya have given full attention to the scientific study of criminology, intelligence, security studies, and the pattern of criminal trend in Kenya, including terrorism, militancy, money laundering, kidnapping, and so on. In order to enhance the ongoing effort of the Kenya government, especially the present administration of President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has given a premium interest on security. All alluded above, the association aims to tackle the problem of insecurity and academic nature of corruption through application of criminological discourses and the collecting of crime statistics for both studies and analysis. It is therefore very important that the Kenyan government, which the world holds in high esteem for its relentless effort at sustaining democracy, support, and adopt this initiative, and more significantly embark on breeding a new crop of criminologists and security personnel whose collective efforts are expected to moderate this obnoxious trend of crime and insecurity currently booming in the most part of the country. PSAC website and strategic plan. PSAC has been able to establish a website, and this strategic plan is almost complete. You can now log in to www.psac.org. We will also be issuing members with certificates of registration and medals as a major marker of achievement within a few months of its registration. We are therefore optimistic in bringing innovation to our profession in order to meet the yearning of Kenyans to enhance and promote the development of National Institute of Criminology and criminal justice education, which will influence an increasing number of students who will learn about criminology and play professional roles in the criminal justice system. We also think that the organization will motivate law enforcement personnel to be more accountable to their duties because students and faculties engaged in local relevant research activities will assist the justice system personnel with research findings on new methods, techniques, technologies, and strategies for dealing with crimes, including the victims of these vices. The association in the beam of hope for the future generation and is established to advance professionalism and become a leader in advocating the ideas required to make our criminal justice system unlock the dominant potential of our noble professional and salvage membership welfare. Budgetary challenges. We have been operating under a very tight budget to put in place the projects and activities mentioned above. We are also looking forward to having a vibrant secretariat. We wish to thank all those well-wishers who have assisted us in very special ways. The support in responding to our calls is hereby appreciated. We also thank members who have been personally sponsoring certain activities and functions. This is one area of challenge with PISA being a new body, and with this being its first annual General Assembly. As I end my speech, kindly join me in wishing all our candidates and their teachers of Elimi success in their ongoing national exams. May I also thank each one of you in a special way for turning up in time and being patient throughout. Kindly don't leave early because apart from the award we have been waiting for, we have a wonderful cake to cut as a climax of this great day. May I therefore recommend that Kenyan criminologists and security practitioners be motivated to do research on Kenyan criminology. We should also encourage our brothers and sisters, members, experience and exchange information with us to forge professional linkage in the field. Together, we now proclaim our motto that #crime must fall. Thank you so much and God bless you, honorable members. God bless each family. God bless our nation, Kenya. Long live PISA. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I just want the FC to confirm that those are indeed his words.
Yes, this is a speech prepared by me. I didn't get a helping hand. But having said that, let's proclaim that motto, that crime must fall. So if we say this together in unison, that will come out today nicely. Isaac, crime must fall. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we move forward, can I please have someone to propose that report? Thank you, sir. Reverend Manasseh. Christine, you have gotten his name, huh? That's the first one. And the second one? Wow. Mohan. Thank you very much. Okay, now we will allow you a couple of minutes to air your views on that. Any questions you want to direct to one MC?
Yes, there are questions as well as seeking clarity on that report, as well as appreciating the report, sections of the report. All that is welcome.
And just for information, we are live on YouTube. Stephen Amimo, Professional Criminologists Association of Kenya, AGM is the title. You can make a comment when you get a chance. And you can wave in case you want to see yourself wave. Camera is right here. Wave, everybody wave. Well, good. Okay, so any comments, clarifications, questions you have on the chairman's report? Yes, sir?
Questions and answers should have come before proposing and seconding. That is last. Then it is proposed, it is correct. Number two, I've been talking to FC. That says we should cross our borders. I have an IPA member in Seychelles. I've been talking to him, and very soon FC will talk to him and things will move, because he knows what is legally required. Thank
Just a clarification. The norm is we first propose and second what he has, then we minute the corrections if there are any. But the norm is to first propose and second what he has provided to us. Thank you very much for that. FC, there is someone in Seychelles.
Yes, there's an international member who is coming on board anytime we are in talks, and I appreciate what that it is doing, and then let's emulate those efforts. Let's bring all those members across our borders and enjoy this. Thank you, Mr. Indajich.
Anybody else? Yes,
Yeah, mine is not a question, it's an appreciation. The chair for this great moment. We should not just be asking questions. We should appreciate people because over years, I'm an old man na tumekaa miaka tukifanya kazi ya security. Over that 5 years since I joined the Kenya Police. And we have never had an organization that we can really say we are affiliated to. As you are hearing introductions, people are giving titles. I'm a member of IPA. What some of us don't even know what those initials are for because we don't have our bodies here. So this is HECO, our chairman and team. What we should just be doing from now is to make sure we now, when we bring issues, let us critique and not criticize whenever somebody has an issue. So the lawyer there, somebody producing over years, and then and the other one, we can now start bringing in serious issues, suggestions, we want to do this, we want to associate this, but whatever can come by where we want to associate ourselves. What is peace? I remember, lastly, I'm the one who asked that question. And I could see people we were forgetting. So we asked questions that have been answered before. So I was not asking because I don't know, but we need to appreciate what has been there, and I think with time, will be improving. So the team that is ahead of us, you have my support, and I think you have the support of all these people. That's why we have come. And for those who are, as I sit down, who are those brothers and sisters of ours who were behaving in a manner likely to cause a breach, let's go slow with them. Let us just talk to them. They will come back. They were taught to Apotovu, when time will come, they will come back. Then we will consider. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh, and our videographer has a comment. Maybe I can become a videographer.
Okay. Good afternoon. I know FC doesn't know me personally, but I know him. From the time 2017, Magumuni Girls, you came with Joe Kariuki, you came also you, Bowen, retired, retired. I want to thank you because you have done a very wonderful thing for also criminology guys. I can remember when I joined criminology at Chuka University in 2013. You don't know we were doing it, just most of us, we did it just because we were doing the degree. Like there was no direction. And even until now, some of us are outside here, but are struggling to get direction. So I believe PSAC is coming to give them direction. You know, that they look like maybe they're lost. Because in this our field, we have realized there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot even of things that we can do. But some of us doesn't know. Maybe those guys in school there. I can remember when I was in first year, and this happened truly, that there was a lady who dropped out of criminology class. after just almost 2 months, because she never knew what is criminology. So I believe with all those strategies that you have put in place of going there to the grassroots, I would like us to go to the PISAC, to go to the universities and do the emphasis and at least open their minds, and they know. You know, like for example now, when they get out, they only know that I can only go to police. Police. And this police also become also an headache to get in. Now they are lost. But now we know that we cannot even be forensic auditors. We can be, but we can also be forensic investigators. We can also work as investigative journalists. So there are a lot of opportunities that we don't know. So I would like you and others, let us do it passionately. It's called for passion, and it's when we can move on. Thank you so much.
Okay, now, I'm sorry. We have had 3 questions. Can I kindly request that any other questions, we put them for the question and answer session? Unless there's something burning you. Is it burning you? You see, I like the appreciation, but we are discussing the chairman's report. We will appreciate the chairman during AOB. Is that okay? From the report. There's something burning in Bona FC. With your permission, let me. Yes.
Thank you. Once more, I'm Philippa Sebia. I wanted just to take this opportunity to thank the PCAK Executive Board, Board of Directors, Trustees, for the opportunity that they have given the youths to be the brand and goodwill ambassadors of the association in Kenya. I've never seen an association that has fronted the young people in its mandate, but going by the report on the outreach and as one of the organs that have been created by the PCAK board, the young people have been given an opportunity, an upper hand in advancing their career and also in networking, which will in the future bring network to us. One AFC, the local patron, I want to say, and the entire executive, thank you very much, and the members for the support. And I can also say that it's an individual commitment that will make him or her succeed. Not an institution, not an entity. Individuals walk alone, institutions stay on their own. Thank you and God bless you.
Asante sana. So now we'll quickly move on with the program. Next we have our legal counsel, Honorable Gitobu Imanyara. Karibu sir.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege for me, as I said at the beginning, when we were introducing ourselves, to be part and parcel of these historic celebrations that mark a very important development in our constitutional development as a country, because I believe that since we inaugurated a new constitution with all the national values and principles that are set out there, particularly under the leadership provisions with emphasis on integrity, on leadership and integrity, we have seen the growth of institutions that actually try to enforce those constitutional provisions. And I see PISAC and its constitution as part and parcel of those developments. I know that we have lecturers here who teach in universities, and even though criminology was part of my LLM course, I shall not try to compete with them. But it's important to understand what is criminology in order to understand or appreciate what went into consideration when the founders of this institution came together and applied for registration
leading to the issuance of a certificate of registration dated 16th of July this year, that formally registers our association as a recognized society under the Societies Act. So congratulations to those of you, patron and others who went and worked so hard all those years, together with the support of both the local and international well-wishers, to see to it that this certificate registered under number 78716 and dated 16th of July 2019 was issued. So before I go into giving you the Constitution, and I do not wish to actually read it because the values and the content of that Constitution is very reflected in the chairman's report. When you read the Constitution, you see that everything that has been spoken about in that report is actually reflected in the Constitution. And this is a copy of the original certificate of registration. I'm sure those who are putting this on YouTube will be able to show it. So may I say that even though it may not hold the same glamour and excitement of the other disciplines, a career criminologist is no less important. The core job of a criminologist is to examine all aspects of crime and find ways to prevent criminal behavior and reduce it, looking at behaviors that deviate from the norm. In essence, criminology is a scientific study of the nature, extent, management, causes, control, and consequences of criminal behavior, both at individual and society level. So bearing that in mind, our Constitution, and I say the Constitution because you're going to approve it. The registration is only giving you legitimacy. Today, as part of the resolutions that you pass under item 9 in the agenda, you'll be adopting this Constitution. And let me say that the founding Constitution is always a founding Constitution. It is revised periodically, and as a consequence of today's AGM, this inaugural AGM, we will be going through it in order to produce a revised edition, which will be published in a book form, and they will be made available to all the members upon becoming members of the society. Because it's very important to know what are the rules and regulations that govern a society to which you are a member. So the Constitution is divided in several parts. It has the interpretation, the definitions section, and then it gives you the mission. And let me read it to you because it's important. Under section 4 of the Constitution, which comes immediately after the official languages. The aim of the association is to, and this is underlined, promote and bring about professionalism within the practice of criminology, and also to engage and challenge members, peers, to embrace professionalism in the security sector. It's important to look at professionalism. And I underline this because we are seeing attempts now to regulate even private security companies under circumstances that are not clearly thought out. So one of the major challenges for the association that we are launching today is to engage with government to find ways of sealing the loopholes in that law, which has been enacted without really proper consultation with the stakeholders, to prevent it from being captured and therefore defeat the purpose to which or for which it was intended. So professionalism is very key. And then it provides provisions for its maintenance. It's mainly from subscriptions and donations and fundraising. Because we are going to be, or we are a very special organization which is not funded by the government, we don't want the main work of the society, or PSAC, to be fundraising. We want to concentrate on the core mission that I've just read. And therefore, in line with the Constitution, there is provision for setting up a charity trust that can take the responsibility of fundraising activities without limiting the functions of the PSAC itself. Therefore, what we've done together with the Constitution is we've also drawn a trust deed. A trust deed, as mentioned in the chairman's report, that creates a trust whose core mission is to fundraise in order to achieve the mission and the values, the mission statement in the Constitution. And this was essential because subscriptions alone cannot fund this organization. And at this juncture, I think the chairman will be saying this towards the end when you are giving thanks. We have depended very much on well-wishers and people of goodwill to support the work of this organization from the moment the idea to create it came up to fruition from at the time when the Constitution was registered. So there is a trust deed that you'll also, as part of the adoption of the Constitution, which you'll do under item 9, you will also adopt it. And once it is done, when the Constitution has been revised, the trust deed will also be a schedule to that Constitution so that you can look at it. The trust is an organ of the Executive Committee. It does not exist separately, and it is fully under the Executive Committee. The initial trustees are the members of the Executive Committee, so that there is no conflict, and so that we can facilitate a smooth transfer of functions, so that we have senior citizens, corporate chiefs, international donors participating more in the realization of the mandate in the trust to allow the PSAC itself now to continue performing the role that it has been set out to do. And it's really important to see that young people, particularly university students, are represented here, because a lot of people tend to think a criminologist is limited in what you can do. And as I just said, it straddles the whole area of social behavior. So it's one of the organizations that operate in every single discipline, every single professional discipline. So it is important. And for those who have spoken just now, I think it is going to be very critical that we relate to all the universities that teach the subject that touch on our mission, and not only locally, but internationally. Therefore, the Constitution makes provision for the Executive Committee to set up committees. The committees are going to be very, very critical in the work of the association, because they will be formed to serve specific purposes, specific mandates, where the trustees under the trust deed perform fundraising activities. Therefore, you'll get an opportunity to read this Constitution. I'm sure it will be posted in the website as soon as the revision is completed, so that you can read it, you can access it, and you can challenge it where you feel that the mandate of the Constitution is being undermined or is not being upheld. Therefore, I would ask you to look at the mission statement that is contained in the Constitution, and it says this: to be a global professional body of criminologists existing to promote effective and efficient professional services in crime prevention, detection, and investigation, as well as law enforcement. So there it is in your mission statement. It's very well captured, and it enables us to perform very meaningful, very serious work, and to engage fully in a supportive role with government agencies. And I know, for example, because I've spoken with the Director of Criminal Investigations, he is fully in support of this venture, and I'm sure very soon you'll be addressing and meeting the Executive Committee to show support. Same with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. And I would strongly that initial steps be taken to visit all the universities that have courses in order to get to know, get students to know of the existence of these organizations and work on ways in which we can collaborate and create job opportunities for young people who are leaving universities. So that is the mission statement of the Constitution. Excuse me, I don't want to read all of it because it's available. I just wanted to highlight those aspects and to remind you that at the end, as part of the agenda items that you'll be passing, the resolutions you'll be passing, you'll be formally adopting this together with the trust deed so that we can now engage in the core mandate of the Constitution. I was going to speak a bit longer, but when I read the chairman's speech earlier on, I noticed that I would be repeating and therefore boring you. Therefore, I just highlighted those areas in order for you to look at them in greater detail. And as I conclude, in this kind of organization that depends on delegated legislation to men and women like you who are committed to values, it's always very important, Chairman, to consider a formation of a liaison committee that now relates and connects all the committees of the organization so that there is no time at which you are working against each other or working geared towards the realization of one mission, one vision to ensure that crime must fall. Thank you very much. I'll be happy to answer questions that relate to the legalities and legal provisions of the Constitution, because it's a really large, it's a large area of law. I just want to congratulate those who behind this effort and to all of you who have attended, because it just shows the commitment that is there and the future is great. Thank you very much. Any questions for me?
Any questions, clarifications, comments?
Is it possible to get it sent on soft copy to the groups?
I don't know. I think the executive committee will have to take that decision, but obviously the website will have the revised. So we're going to go into now the next stage of ensuring that the Constitution is fully revised so that for graphical errors, renumbering, examining it against the provisions of the Constitution and Societies Act to ensure that everything fits. And once that is done, hopefully within the next few weeks, it will be put on the website and it will be accessible to everybody who seeks to enter that link online. The same with the trust deed.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you very much. I just want to ask, can you just confirm for us? The reverend here is one who used to chase you in the streets. He told us that earlier. And I heard there he said, in a manner likely to suggest I knew you were dealing with an officer. Well, that's how it starts.
And I always pointed out to them that likely is not an offense, because an offense must be defined and it must happen. You don't punish future conduct.
Umesikia? If ever you are caught somewhere and you're told, likely, call legal counsel.
The moment you say likely, you are accepting that no offense has taken place. Because you're saying likely, that's not happened. So it's different from prevention. A police officer is required to prevent crime, but not to charge you with the conduct likely to cause. I hope you get the distinction right.
I think we are together. We are together? We are together. Okay, now I think guys have sat down for a bit too long. Before I ask for the next person, FC, can you confirm? Do we have to propose, please?
No, that one is just
It's just mentioned, yeah? I thought so. Okay, so can I kindly ask you guys just stand up a bit? Just a bit. Just a bit. You hear my guy? Okay. Now, there is something we've been told. Our slogan. It's what? Well done. Crime must fall. Okay. Do you have a bit of space? I have to see whether you people know how to follow instructions. You know, I want you to do this. This is crime. What is this? Must. You hold yourself like this. With 2 hands. 2 hands. Yes, very good. Must fall. Touch your knees. That's how you fall down. With your knees. And I want to add for today. Crime must fall now. You stand on one leg. Let's stand on one leg. Have you understood that? Let's go together. Crime must fall now. Hey, please don't fall. You want the crime to fall. Did we all get that? Crime must fall now. Okay, now I'm going to give a prize. I want to see. I am now here to confuse you. I am playing the devil's advocate. That is your human rights defender right there. I will be the advocate for the devil. Not in actual sense. I am going to confuse you. I don't want you to be confused. The person who is left standing, if you ukikosea, please, you just sit down. You know we are integrity. I've seen our values. Integrity is there. So if you fail, just sit. Okay. So let's start. Crime. Okay. Come on, unajua uliandika. Watu wameshika hivi. Please sit down. Please just sit down. Please. Please. No, integrity. Integrity. One of FC. I think it is one of our values. Core values. Please, police yourselves. Do not behave in a manner likely to suggest. So, crime must fall. Okay, sit down. Please, just sit. If it was you, just sit. Crime must fall now. Crime must fall now. Hey, there are too many people. I cannot give all these people now. No, yeah, you know you have to stretch a bit.
Aerobics now.
Hey.
I'll be the last man standing.
You have to be the one last man standing.
Yeah, the last man
Last women.
Yes.
Okay, crime must fall now. Well done. I cannot give everyone a present, so please just sit. Are you feeling a bit energized? A bit of blood flow? Now I'd like to invite our Honorable Secretary, Joe Karuri. I beg your pardon. Thank you. That is it. I wanted to make sure you are paying attention. Honorable Treasurer Joe Karuri to give his report.
Can you project him? Project him. Oh, you got it. Yes, okay.